And so every now and then, I've been producing the show for 13 years. Every now and then, I'm going to read from my own journal. So you're going to hear some weird stuff from me tonight. So this is from when I was 16 years old. My friends were starting to get action, and I was not yet. And so finally, so I had very strong feelings for a girl in school that was just way out of my reach. And I think, she, I think dated a college guy. It's one of those scenarios. Again, no female friends yet, late bloomer, 16, finally get a female friend. And then so I think, I was willing to just date the first person that showed me any interest whatsoever. So we started dating, and I think when it's that first person, maybe you're willing to overlook certain things, like having any attraction or anything in common whatsoever. And so that's what's going down over here. And so you can see this chronicles our 2.5-month relationship, which in high school years is, forever. So you'll see my tone change. At first I'm like a giddy high school girl, and then I quickly turn into an asshole prick bastard. And we're gonna hear that journey together. Great. Okay, Monday, 9/10/1991. During study hall, me and Missy talked throughout the whole period. We're really good friends now. Good. 9/18, Yom Kippur. Well, I didn't eat until after 5. I think that's a record. Me and Missy talked on the phone for an hour. Missy called at 9 and we talked till 10. We both love Grease 2 and we're scheduled to see it next Saturday. It's weird. I want to spend every second with her, but I don't want to have sex with her or see her naked. And if you're like a horny 16-year-old, that's probably a bad sign. Monday, 10/20/91. Oh boy, these are confusing times. I'm so mixed about Missy. I think of her all the time. I don't think she goes out though. I've never seen her at the mall or at the movies. That was my whole social life at that point. Wednesday, 10/21/91. Oh God, Missy is really, I think about her 90% of the time. Things are pretty intense. She talked about me and her going on cruises till we're 70. She's coming over Friday. I have to clean up. Friday, 10/25/91. Important day in history. Yes, it's true. I asked Missy out and she said yes. Well, let's recap. She came home with me on the bus. We walked the dog and wrestled and stuff. My mom came home and made us English muffin pizzas as we watched Heathers. That's a good date, right? In the 90s, that's what you do. Both of us were lying on one couch hugging. I feel kind of sick. Maybe it's love. Saturday, 10/26/91. Married life. This is the day after, guys. Okay. Married life. I went to Missy's and I brought Grease 2, Outsiders, and some Chicken Littles. We had fun. I tried to kiss her once and it didn't work. I don't know if I kissed her on her cheek or her nose. It was kind of embarrassing, but I just laughed and said I slipped. I can't believe we haven't kissed yet. It's so nice though, lying down, having her on top of me. Sunday, 10/27/91. Second day anniversary. I told you. Before, I was thinking I didn't want to be going out with Missy. Responsibilities and crap, But I know now that I definitely am glad. Thursday, 10/31/91, Halloween. We still haven't fucking kissed yet. There were 3 times when I felt she was going to, but didn't. If we don't kiss soon, it'll be a big deal. Saturday, 11/2/91. Important day in history. I French kissed Missy. Yes. Thank you. Finally. We watched Nightmare on Elm Street and Saturday Night Live. She hurt her nose and I went to kiss it, and then after that, I Frenched her. Thank you. It was only for like 7 or 8 seconds. Our teeth kept crashing. Sunday, 11:03. I feel bad for ignoring Todd last night, but I was horny, so passionate. Missy and I both were. We couldn't separate from each other. Our kisses are so wet, though, it's starting to piss both of us off. Our faces were hurting today, probably from dried saliva. Thursday, 11/7/91. Oh, I love Missy. I mean, there are certain things which I hate about her. Her refusal to see Star Wars, Batman, and other cool movies. Her hatred for cheese. You feel me, right? I mean, that's right there. Thank you. Where were you then? But I just love her. Sometimes when I'm with her, I just want to squeeze her and kiss her hard. It just felt really good to just lie on top of her. He gets it. Friday, 11/8/91. Oh my God. I just made a green shit. I've never made a green shit before. Monday, 11/8/91. I thought I'd go a day without seeing Missy, but I was wrong. We watched Coming to America. We kissed quite a few times, and I think I'm really good at it now. I've been thinking, though, do I want to go out with this girl for the rest of my high school career? I mean, we have a lot in common, there's a lot we don't have in common. Why be linked to only one commonality? But I can't break up with her. I'm really glad I'm going out with her. I'm only 16. Chill. Saturday, 11/9/91. I bought the Robin Hood videotape today. That's the Kevin Costner movie. That's the most embarrassing line in this diary. I went to Missy's. We kissed a little more often. We kissed once very hard for like a minute or two. I feel like I'm getting worse at kissing. Maybe the rhythm's off. She opens her mouth too wide. That's what the problem is. I guess it's not time to go up her shirt or down her pants or anything. I hadn't done either of those, obviously, at that point. And still did not. Great. Thursday, 11/14/91. Hey, I'm worried. I owe so much to so many tape clubs. So, I've been finding that I need to explain this to younger people. So I'm gonna just, here's a little class session on Columbia House Records and RCA. If in the 70s or 80s or early 90s you wanted to bulk up your cassette or CD collection, you were probably reading some shitty magazine that had an ad in it that said you would get 12 free albums for the price of 1 cent. And you tape the fucking penny to it to prove that you're only paying 1 cent. And then they give you 12 free CDs and tapes. And then there's 8 more you're supposed to buy in the next few years at an inflated price that you didn't do because you didn't have any money because you were a minor, and they couldn't do anything to you because you were a minor. And then once you figured that out, you did this under several aliases and then built up a giant collection of free albums before music was free and on the internet. Okay? Anyway, thank you, you're welcome. That's why I was worried, because I wasn't paying these companies and I thought they were gonna come send lawyers and mafia people to get me and put me in jail. Which they did not. Okay. Wednesday, 11/16/91. I just got off the phone with Missy and I'm kind of troubled. We had our first fight. She was watching the news and some twin babies died. What? You guys are laughing already? Sick people. She just said to hold on while she watched it, and she told me that she's so depressed now. I was like, so? Do you know how many babies die a day? Do you know what else happens in the world? Then I asked if she felt sorry for all the guys that died in Nam. Yeah. Yeah. She was like, you're so insensitive. And I mean, I guess I was kidding, but she said, how can you kid about death? I don't know about her, but I don't take death very seriously, and I don't think anyone should. After all, if she can't take a joke, I'm getting too far ahead of myself. I'm worrying about the relationship. I could never break up with her. Still, I can't believe she was mad at me. She's one of those people who's really hooked on babies, and I'm not. All I said was that the parents should have gotten upset because they didn't know the baby too long. So I'll let you guys in on a little something. I have been producing the show for 13 years. I've read this over the course of the 13 years. I have children now. And once you read that after you have children, it makes you feel like an asshole. And that is currently what's going on for me. And through sharing, there is healing. I was right that I was an asshole? Or that? Great. Because it would have been worse had it been a 16-year-old. I'm probably overdoing it. I'm too sensitive. That's my problem. Oh well, gots to go. Thursday, 11/17/91. Missy's dog wrecked things in the house. Missy freaked out. She gets angry and she just can't get rid of the anger. I think she needs a psychiatrist. I mean, everyone does. Steven sure does. Ed too, especially David. Everyone but me. (11/18/91). I'm pissed now. Not pissed, but confused. Every time I'm not with Missy, I think about the problems in our relationship. Why go steady with someone in high school unless you're going to get married to them? I don't know where that came from. I like her, but I know that I don't want to marry her, and I feel trapped. But I could never dump Missy. She'd be crushed, and she doesn't deserve it. I am so confused. Tuesday, 11/19, I talked to Missy. Well, I really have to rethink dumping her. I know this won't be a permanent relationship. I don't think we'll get married is what I mean. Because we have too many differences. Oh well, nature calls. And that's where this series of diary entries end. But I can tell you guys what followed 2 weeks later was the world's worst breakup, right? It was first girlfriend, first breakup. So I didn't know how to do it yet. So it was every cliche. We're in the parked car. I think it was raining outside. Perfect. And it was like, I need space. It's not you, it's me. I want to be friends. It was all the things. And she cried. It was awful. And I just had this pattern of like 2.5 month relationships in school, you know. And then over the years, you know, more relationships fail than don't. Bad relationships, sure. And then just recently, and I'll share this with you guys, I performed this, I think, like a year ago. And it was like 2 days after I performed it, and I'm sitting there with my girlfriend, and I just had this moment. I'm looking around, I have this like revelation, and it was fantastic. You're gonna appreciate this. I'll get there, yeah. So we are sitting there, we are watching Star Wars together. She is at the time wearing a Batman t-shirt, and we are eating cheese. It all comes together. Thank you guys so much.
We Jeez. Married life.
I think about you all the time, but I don't want to see you naked or do other stuff, no.
No, I don't.
Married life. Ooh, I think about you all the time, but I don't want to see you naked or do other stuff. One more time. Married life. I think about you all the time, but I don't want to see you naked or do other stuff.
Other stuff.
Married life. I think about you all the time, but I don't want to see you naked or do other stuff.
Green shit, y'all.